There's a residual concern among census takers for the 2020 census that the census counts may have been improperly completed. The story shows concern for how double-digit changes in the number of people counted can change the representation the state has in the U.S. House of Representatives, and highlights that the census is how payment is discerned for projects of infrastructure and citizenship support. I have to find fault with the Office of the Census itself, and so I will be giving you a content advisory. Some of the details reserved in this story could be triggering to some listeners. With a lot of complicated numbers and explanations and mumbo jumbo, the AP does an expose on the 2020 census that frames the process as perhaps poorly prepared for the COVID-19 outbreak. I might agree. Everything else is broken. Why not the Office of the Census? We could bear a little more. We're already crying alone over here. However, instead of just snark, I do want to explore what might actually be broken. If I were redrafting the Office of the Census today, I would want them to show a concern for that the legislator has never really done anything awe-inspiring with the census, almost like they don't have the infrastructure needed to make decent stuff with the stuff that's already there. The census's primary focus is on determining how money should be spent, however those spending money never want to let other people do any of the thinking. They don't want to make availability for people who want to escape the codes. They just want to beat them with the police and villainize them to the public. They don't want to make any plans to afford things, to do things, or live by the way of things until things reach a point of crisis, exactly like the responses to the disasters. They would rather privatize all the shit instead of letting an untested department with untested attitudes taking over, so to let a untested individual with untested attitudes take over. We'd be better off with the Department of Maintenance, with the mop and the bucket and the wood chip style, taking over many of these operations. I'm a big fan of the wood chip and bucket department getting more funding and more responsibilities in this area. That'd be an entirely different style of census for you. But the census is damned racist. It's not asking for X specific root, how would you rate your struggle, or for X specific root, how would you rate your satisfaction with your abilities. It's asking, are we pleased with you yet? Racist ass censor, that's why old stuff sucks. Character counts and it takes fucking work. The census problem is that the census is a paper-tiger function, but it's the strong foundation of the rational government, and therefore it is in fact in contradiction. I wonder if I can still sell you on a census as a talk. Do you know why it's good for you? Almost like I'd actually like to see a stoic social engineering, a brand of pen testing being aligned with imagineering, creating for the senator a stoic view of gates and opportunities that nature affords at the pleasure of the president, because that's why we elect them. Having a census is just good form. Think about it.